What's up there, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So in the last episode we returned here to the museum, and yeah, basically we brought along with us the DE2. We've got the DH4 already stored there, and we brought back a traction motor which we've installed in that. So in this episode she needs to be repaired, repainted, and then we're going to be hitting the tracks with her. So yeah, we are in the midst of a realistic difficulty playthrough, and if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd love if you go ahead and do that. But without further ado, please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the rails. Alright then, guys, so yeah, here we are back at the museum. In the last episode we returned here. We were driving this DH4, which was really fun to be fair, and we brought back the DH4 traction motor on this flatbed. So basically that's now installed in our demonstrator model. And as you can see here, if we just take a look at the checklist, it tells us we found and re-railed her, we towed her home, we ordered the missing parts, we brought the missing parts here, we installed them. So those few things cost a bit of money. But yeah, we've still got 481,000 because we did a number of jobs along the way while going to pick up that part. And yeah, basically paid for servicing, etc. So what we now need to do is to pull this baby into the servicing yard and get her repaired. And then we'll get her repainted, and then we can get her on the track and give her a little run, to be fair. So let's go ahead and do that. This DH4 also needs to be serviced. So let's keep the two DH4s connected together by rotating round this way. They will go front to front here, and then we'll connect them up and get them into the servicing yard. We might have to clear some of the other fees from some of the other locos that we used using the machine. But yeah, we'll try and get sorted with a job after that and see if there's something that we can take with us. Because yeah, we'll give her a run out, but we'll also be looking to make money along the way. And one thing that we do need to do is go and get the traction motor for our DE2, which is the next loco that we will be restoring. So the lights are still on. That's always a good sign. Parking brake is on. This is still connected up, so we can use the remote in a sec. Right, let's hop down. Don't know why it wouldn't let us do it then. But there we are, we're in the correct position to connect up. Right, let's basically do that and do this. We won't bother with the multiple unit controls at this stage. That was actually tight. It doesn't look like it is, does it? We won't bother with the multiple unit controls because she's not going to be controlled at this point. Wow, and look at the state of this. Is that light working? I guess technically it could be because... Well, mind you, the electrics weren't on. No, it's not working, but I guess really we should leave those switches off. We put the traction motor in, so that was a good start, but yeah, she's not ready. It's just the museum lights that are reflecting massively here. Right, so let's back this set up like this. Now I'm just going to get over to the servicing area. So it's this one here. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much money we've got after this little do. Alright, looks like she's on. Yeah, right, let's pull around here then. Get myself in the right lane for a start. These locos are really beautiful though, and I have to say, maybe my most... it's not my favourite. The most versatile loco in the game, I would say the DH4, even though she uses quite a lot of fuel and things like that. But yeah, I think my favourite's probably the DE6, but the DH4 is definitely one to enjoy. There's certainly the sound, listen to that. Alright, so I'm going to connect up here. Those brakes aren't working. So I couldn't expect much from the train brakes there, considering this girl isn't in a fit state. Shut that down. Wow, it's very bright in this museum. Right, let's get ourselves around here. We'll grab the fuel hose, pop that in. So, which one are we looking to service first? 026, which is the restoration model. So we don't have an electrical powertrain with the DH4, so nothing to repair there. Mechanical wise though, this should be quite interesting. As you can see the fees there running up. So 37,000. Wheels. Yeah, this is going to get pricey. Body. Wow, that is a lot. I can't remember if it... I don't remember it being that much last time. Mind you, we are playing on realistic difficulty, and I wonder if I set the servicing costs a bit higher. And finally diesel, so it's going to be a full tank, which is always expensive. Just over 10,000. So far, nearly 136,000. Why my eyes nearly popped out my head. Right, let's go ahead and service this other DH4 as well. So again, same thing. No electrical powertrain, mechanical wheels. So those are quite cheap. There was no repairs to body needed. Oil, sand already full, and diesel going in now. Alright, so there we have it. 148,000, so only about 10,000 for that. And obviously you need to pay. So if you don't pay, of course, none of that counts. It all resets. Right, we're going to give it a paint now. So, let's go across this way. We could, of course, pull her in here to actually get her painted, but we'll just do it this way. Now, I did buy the Derail Valley paint for this job. And the reason why I did that, of course, was because I want to paint my demonstrators in Derail Valley paint, at least to start off with. I'll tidy this up at some point. I think I say this every episode now, but I will tidy this up. I do actually have this as well here. And just seeing what else I've got. So I've got a bunch of tools here. I could actually do with 2 of these crates, really. But yeah, anyway, we'll come to all that tidying up and whatever else. But for now, let's grab these. And yeah, so I want to initially paint them in the Derail Valley paint and later cut to the demonstrator model. So this is the demonstrator livery, even though it looks really old and rusty. In the first standard difficulty playthrough that I did, I utilised that paintwork, that livery, that demonstrator livery. In this playthrough, I'm going to be certainly initially painting them in the Derail Valley paintwork, which is the red livery. But as where that one's worn, this one's going to be brand new and fresh, so it should look quite interesting. After probably a period of time, I'll probably switch and repaint them all back in the demonstrator livery. But anyway, for now, let's grab our paint gun. There it is. And we'll put some sand in there. So we're going to do some sanding first. So the sanding removes the paint job, and I do like the gunmetal view. I do like the gunmetal style in there. It's lovely. Right, internal. So again, I really like the bare down, stripped down look here. But we'll paint with the Derail Valley paint now. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. The standard livery. It does look quite nice, I think. Nice and, well, basically just simple, isn't it? We'll stick some lights on. Actually, we need to put the electrics back on. You know what? It was that one, the cab light. Sorry, my bad. I should have thrown that at the start there. I didn't. Right. You know, it's because these switches are in a different order to the DE2. I get confused and I don't read either. Which doesn't help. Should really just use my eyes and read. Right, let's paint the outside. So there we go. It's telling us there, congratulations, we've done it. And wow, that is really nice. Let's drop that. We'll put that gun away. I will pick up these cans because otherwise they'll just continue to spawn in the shed. That didn't help. But that is lovely looking, to be honest with you. Right, let's get rid of these cans. We'll utilise the correct bin. So, when it comes to getting rid of rubbish, don't use the dumpsters. There was a dumpster in here before and they've removed it. I can't help but think it was because I was complaining about it quite a lot. There's a porta toilet there as well. Right, the bin to use is this one. Right, so they will disappear. So we've got no further sort of things to do here. We don't have anything else to do here. So what we do have is our own DH4, a rented DH4, and our utility short flat car, which we will be taking again with us to pick up the piece for the DE2. Now I did say potentially we could be using the rail car that we need to unlock from the garage over there, where is that one there. We've got the key for it, but I do want to give this DH4 a run out. So let's position this now in such a way to do that. So we'll hop up here. Whoops. Just make sure we're all good. Okay, that needs throwing. Right. So I think what we'll do is we'll rearrange these DH4s so that they're actually facing the correct direction. Do that by hopping down there. Just trying to think how I'm going to do this actually. Tell you what we'll do, we'll push that over there. Because it's that other DH4 that's facing the wrong direction. Alright, let's fire up. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, you know what that is? That bar hit it. Wow, that was... That was something. That was worth watching just for the sake of seeing that. Yeah, so we're gonna have to re-rail anyway now. So... I'm just trying to think which way this loco needs to be facing. To be fair, it needs to be facing that direction, I think. Because the chances are we'll be heading out of City South that way. We could just leave this here. I'm going to need that flat car though. Now, is that repairable? It says 100%. I don't think this thing can be damaged, can it? So this is 0%. Fair enough to that. But this is 100%, meaning it can't be damaged. Now that does look twisted. Is it broken? Because I don't think you can fix it, you know. I don't think you can fix the flat car. This thing's certainly shut down now. Right, well. Yeah, that kind of brings that whole thing to a stop, doesn't it? So, can I re-rail that DH4 over here and repair it? Let's see. Right, well she's there. She's going to need a full repair. This is going to be costly. It's going to basically cost the same as what it cost me to repair the other DH4. I think. This should be quite interesting, actually, to see how much this is going to cost. She's fine for fuel. We've just refueled her. 112,000. What are you trying to do to me? Wow. Wow. Okay, so when rotating this thing, beware of those metal handles. Wow, that was wild. I wasn't expecting that. That was very interesting to actually see. Obviously, financially, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we spent a lot of the money that we earned, but I wasn't going to spend it on particularly or anything anyway at this stage, apart from the locals, and we're going to continue to make money as we go along. So, right. So, job-wise, is there anything that we want to take out of here? Right, I don't fancy doing Food Factory in town, although that is quite well paid, actually, 44,000. To go from here up to there. Okay, what else is there? There's an offload. Another unload. Goods factory in town, 13,000. That might be worth it. pop that in the thing. Steel mill is pick up and load. CSSL94. I think steel mill could be a good shout out of here because we are heading kind of in that direction. Swap these round. Because we are heading towards machine factory in town to pick up that part. Let's see what our other fees are. So no other fees outstanding, so we must have cleared those at one point or other. Just to point out as well, license-wise, there's a few licenses that we haven't got, so it's these bottom ones. So the DE6, the hazmat, and the military licenses we haven't unlocked at all yet, so... I honestly thought the game had glitched, you know, with that DH4 there. I thought the game had gone crazy, but then I realised it was the handle that had done it. It's interesting to see. I've never had that before. So, what do we want to do here? Which direction is this loco pointing in? So it is pointing this way. You can just see the difference inside here. You know, this one internal compared with the new paint job on that one. So what do we do with this car? If it's broken, is there any way of repairing it? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll still aim to get both DH4s in action here. So let's rotate this round. And we'll go and take a look for those jobs. Take a look at where those jobs are in just a sec. We'll just get these two connected together first. I mean, certainly we're not going to need them both for this first job. It's fairly light. But we might need them as time goes on. Connect these without falling in there. Oh my goodness. Right, blue lead. Alright, so these two are connected up. That I will leave switched like that. Throw that. And I mean, we can run them both on, just to give them a little go here. Okay, so here is the question. How do we get the flat car? I think we're going to have to re-rail it. And we need to reverse out of here because we are going to be heading that way towards steel mill. After we've done the shunting job component. Wrong way. Oh no, that is the right way. We need to reverse. Right, let's see if we can re-rail the flat car then. It's going to cost nearly 9,000. Well, there she is, and she's not looking worse for wear. So it's impossible to damage the flat car then. Interesting. Alright, everything's moving smoothly there. So, we've got 2 jobs to find. We've got 94 and potentially 02 if we were going to head in that direction, although I'm still not really set on that, to be honest with you. So, we're looking for 3 basically gondolas. Is it these? Some here by the looks of things. 94. So they are on this yard. And then this other job here, 02. Right, it's not those. Looks like these are the ones going to food factory in town. 02 is those ones. Right, so we're heading to that other yard then. Where's our locos? Oh, here they are, moving slowly. Wow, listen to those 2 together. Alright, so we'll have to go to the other end. So we'll have to go straight down here, come to the other end, collect these. Take them down there, go into the loading yard. Okay, so we won't persist running both of these because they are pretty expensive to run. So we'll shut that second one down. Wow, this just sounds great. I don't know whether it's just me, but it sounds marvellous, this. Alright, let me just check the brakes are connected correctly. Because what you don't want is to have a situation where you don't have train braking. Looks like everything's alright, so... And that is thrown, so that's all good. Yep. So I'm connecting up here in the order by which we are going to be moving these things out of here, which is one way or another we are heading that way. But we just need to go into the loading bay first to get these babies loaded, ready to go to the steel mill. Alright. Parking brake released. Tell you what, for one DH4 she can motor, that's for sure. 22 kilometers there, which is, yeah, very, very nice indeed. Yeah, so this is the other set. So we'll be taking those. We've just seen if they were moving there. It looked like they were moving a little bit. You often get that at City South for some reason, just on certain tracks. The cars move. It's as if the parking brake's not on properly for some reason. Not too sure why that is. Okay, so we've got those ones. Just move forward a bit here. Funnily enough, that was highlighted there. I'm not too sure why. Did we come in here? Oh yeah, we came in here in the last video, didn't we? That's why. And just see there. I think this is one of the few where the thing's already visible inside the rail car. You can actually see it. Beautiful paintwork here. So we'll get these cars in here. We will then validate the order, and then we will load the cars, and then we'll need to drop them off somewhere, and then we'll consider whether we're taking the goods factory in town load as well afterwards. Still haven't decided really. Once you've got yourself loaded like that with another job, it kind of limits your ability to flex. Like, so say if we get to steel mill and then we want to do something else, we want to go somewhere else, that we can't really. We could ditch the goods factory in town job there, but it just makes it kind of, you know, it doesn't feel right to do that, even though it's only a game, of course. Let's hop down. So we'll validate this. And I think I've just talked myself out without doing that goods factory in town one. So we're going to load now, and then we're going to drop off at C10. Loading is here. Right, so they're now loaded. So C10 is this lane here. Now, is there anything in there? Looks like it's the food factory in town stuff. Which isn't very useful because that's quite a long set of cars. But that's alright, we'll just reverse in there because we need these cars at this end where we are, where the locos are. A beautiful little road down there. Be great to see some road vehicles on this game, to be fair. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, I think it would be interesting at least. Alright, so we'll just keep that moving a bit. To be honest with you, we're just about in there. We'd probably call that, you know, think that'll do it. We are going to be going back forward though. So let's see if it'll leave us. Let's see if it'll let us leave them connected up. And we'll just go and get paid. I'll probably shut the engines down after that and maybe call it a night because it's nearly evening time here. So there we go. We did recoup a little bit of money there, nearly 9,000. So that's done nicely. Yeah, it's been an expensive episode, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. If you did, please do hit the like button. Yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, guys, what I will say is please do take care of yourself. Next episode, we will be hitting the rails with these two beautiful locos. Especially ours at the front. Look at that. Beautiful and brand new. Pretty much anyway. Restored, at least. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Do take care of yourselves. And I'll catch you guys again soon.